If you want to be talent in the media, this is what you need to do. Especially news talent, which, I'm talking about an anchor or a reporter specifically, weather person, sports, whatever, traffic. If you want to be on camera talent in the news business, is what you need to do. You can probably be in acting or be an actor and land a news job, but then you're just acting like a news reporter, and honestly, it's really not that fun to act like a news reporter, because I've acted like a news reporter. Everybody who's a news reporter acts like a news reporter. Or B, intern, first of all. And when you intern at a news station, and make sure you shadow and go out in the field with a few crews. As a matter of fact, find a crew that's looking out for you, that will help you and that wants to help you, and show that you're that interested in what they do that they'll want to help you. All right. And so when you're interning at a station, and you're of course building relationships with different reporters and photographers, especially editors. Make sure you have an editor too, because some shops you can't edit because of the union rules or whatever. I don't know if that's still the same case with nonlinear editing, but make sure you shoot stand-ups when you're out in the field. So as you're out with the reporter, usually a reporter will gather B-roll, which is the footage, or the cameraman will gather B-roll. The reporter will ask the questions. They will capture sound, which is sound bites, interviews with certain either experts or with eyewitnesses or whoever it may be. Somebody who gives a good sound bite. It never happened in this neighborhood. You've seen it. And then you do a stand-up, and a stand-up is usually the on-camera part of a taped segment. You can have like donuts, which will have you standing up at the beginning and then standing up closing it out. So you'd say like, I'm out on the scene where blah 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 happened, and then it'll go into the package, and then at the end you'll say, investigators are still looking into what happened, blah blah blah. I could turn on my news voice, but I really don't feel like it. Then you could have stand-ups in the middle of the story where you have the beginning and the end start with narration and VO, and then somewhere in the middle you're on camera explaining something that you don't have visuals for. That's usually the best way to do it. If you don't have visuals for something, do a stand-up and explain what you can't show, because you can't really say the track anyways if you can't show it. That's another conversation. But then after you're done gathering, you as the intern have done a stand-up, your own stand-up. Maybe you need to ask the reporter to help you write it. You probably will at first. Then you go back and you write your own story, all right? And then you have that reporter critique it. Of course, you have to get it edited, but you get it edited and then have the reporter critique it, and even the photographer who shot it critique it, or a few people, the news director critique it, whoever. They're going to tear you up too. Don't get your feelings hurt when they say that it sucks, because it's going to suck when you're working on your first few stories, your first resume tape. But then basically by the time you leave the station, you want to have a tape that has about 5 to 10 stand-ups and 3 packages. If you're not trying to be in the news business and this isn't really a package, you don't know what a package is, but I'll probably talk about it more. But yeah, make sure you have about 2 to 3 packages and stand-ups, and make sure your packages are visual. Try to keep your writing very crisp. Write to your sound bites, write to the visuals, do all those things, and keep doing it. And you'll get on air. You'll get on air.